Well, this begs the question, has hip-hop gone woke? I spoke to Ben about his unlikely transformation into a rap heavyweight yesterday. And today I'm joined by the artist who actually crafted the song, Tom MacDonald. So, Tom,
it might need to.
Other rappers have dropped little woke quotes and stuff.
Oh, because Nicki Minaj, I can see why some people would say that, but it's definitely not going woke, buddy.
Well, so the new woke is unwoke.
They probably is going woke, you know.
It depends on what woke we're talking about.
Yeah, they are.
It depends. Okay.
Which makes them now woke.
On the women aspect, you want to consider it kind of like, you know, showing their sexuality and, you know, expressing themselves a little bit more. On tripping for saying that.
Okay, I guess we could say it like that.
You think that's like a new thing?
Nah,
I don't think that's new at all.
In this new way, it's bigger than powerful.
So it's one woke of not being stupid.
I don't think that's a new thing.
They're not hitting the Aaliyah.
They're definitely not the woke of
the type of music, man.
Not promoting violence to the community.
Okay,
they're definitely not that woke. But a different woke as in what type of woke? Like
I feel like it's normal for rappers to talk about how they don't like Trump and all that.
No, I don't think so, because, you know, some people changing the way for that right now.
That's what I'm saying. Now people are becoming unwoke. That's what I was saying at the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. Like, only way I can say wokeness, I have seen
too many definitions of woke. That's why it's gonna be hard to.
Let's begs the question: has hip hop gone woke? I spoke to Ben about his unlikely transformation into a rap heavyweight yesterday, and today I'm joined by the artist who actually crafted the song, Tom MacDonald. So, Tom, well, first of all, congratulations on this runaway smash hit. You're actually entitled to celebrate it because you are a bona fide rapper. Ben, I'm not quite so convinced by. Maybe a one-hit wonder. First of all, are you surprised by the backlash, or did you predict the backlash and that was one of the reasons you did the song in the first place?
Well, I've made a lot of sort of anti-woke anthems over the years, and there's always a certain degree of backlash that comes with it. So this one was sort of, you know, a lot of my relationship with the audience is call and response. I make a song, people respond in the way that they do. And then I respond again with the next song. So, you know, Facts with Ben is sort of the cap on a long line of anti-woke anthems that have been met with pretty heavy criticism.
People in the black rap community have come out and said that
black
this is
rap
just blatant
community.
cultural appropriation racism because you're accusing all their music they produce of being about selling drugs, pushing guns, stripper poles, turning our sons into thugs, and so on. What do you say to that criticism?
I think that there's all types of rappers out there. There's black rappers and white rappers and Asian rappers and Indian rappers, all types of rappers. And I don't think that criticizing sort of the status quo of the genre or criticizing the prevalent content of the music, I don't agree that there's anything racist about that.
What struck me is that there seems to have been more outrage over you guys lampooning this style of rap music than there is about the actual rap music, which often to me gets an extraordinary pass from criticism. And I said to Ben yesterday, when you have John Legend rewriting Baby It's Cold Outside because it's so offensive, but doesn't rewrite any of the lyrics of any of his rap friends, there's an obvious double standard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sort of in general, over the last 10 to 15 years, there's been very prevalent themes in hip hop, you know, sort of objectifying women and glorifying violence and romanticizing drug abuse and stuff like that. And I think that hip hop likes to think of itself as quite a woke genre. And none of those things seem to quite align with what the woke mob is standing up and being vocal against. So I think it's a little bit hypocritical.
That's a good point.
You know,
great point.
Do you think you can be number one on the Billboard chart, or do you think you may get subtly shadow banned to stop you getting there?
Well, it's happened before. I've had Billboard refuse to count my album sales. I'm completely independent. There's no record label. There's no distribution. There's no marketing team, nothing. I make all of my beats. I write all the songs. My girlfriend shoots the music videos, entirely independent of the music industry. So, you know, censorship, suppression, shadow banning, is very familiar with all of those things. Like I said, Billboard's refused to count my album sales before. They've removed me off trending charts on YouTube. My distribution company, TuneCore, which is supposed to be the alternative for artists who don't want to sign a major record deal. That they are supposed to be able to go to TuneCore and independently release their own music. So I had TuneCore deny release of this song and say that they will not host it in any form because of quote unquote lyrical content.
Wow.
So, you know,
Stuff
I think
that other people say.
I think the buzz is there, and I think the press is there, and I think that the proof is in the pudding. I have access to the sales numbers, as do many other people. So I think it would be pretty hard for Billboard at this point in time to just blatantly snub us on the Billboard charts.
Can you make one promise finally, Tom, which is if you do get there, you don't make as part of your celebration a decision to do a whole album with Ben Shapiro? I don't think any of us could stomach that.
Pierce is
I can
Probably
absolutely
you.
make that promise. I can absolutely make that promise.
Tom, congratulations
whole
on the
album.
success. I love the record because I see what you're doing with it, and I applaud you for it. It's sending up a lot of double standard, and I think that's important. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
I like Pierce, bro. He's funny.
Thanks for having me, Pierce.
Okay, we heard from Tom, but now let's hear from the hip-hop establishment. Joining me now from
This
New York
is
is a highly
insane, bro.
respected rapper,
This is insane.
Talib Kweli, who also co-hosts the Midnight Miracle
I've heard of Talib
podcast
Kweli.
with Dave Chappelle, and the DJ and
not.
digital media mogul, DJ Vlad.
DJ
Well,
Vlad!
A very
I heard of him.
high-powered panel to respond. So let me start with you then, Talib. You and I have locked horns before.
Isn't DJ
on
Vlad
Twitter as it used to
Palestinian?
be.
Yeah, you used to troll me on Twitter.
I think we
he was
both
Jewish.
like to express ourselves forcefully, and absolutely no problem in doing that.
I don't think he's Jewish.
I thought he was.
Is he?
Yeah, I thought everybody was getting hot. I
I
don't remember.
I saw he got on DJ Khaled for not saying nothing
Oh,
about.
no, maybe he's not. I
Yeah.
thought maybe I heard it from y'all that he was.
I thought he was Jewish. I remember who said something. Was it Charleston White that was rawing him out and called him it? That's what I thought.
I think I heard it from.
I just remember seeing that he was getting on DJ Khaled for not saying nothing about what was going on.
Ukrainian,
He's from Ukraine. That's crazy.
the Soviet Union.
Pop establishment. Joining me now
They ain't
from
the
New York is
Soviet
a highly
Union.
respected rapper,
was
Talib Kweli, who
was
also
it?
co-hosts the Midnight Miracle podcast with Dave Chappelle, and the DJ and digital media mogul, DJ Vlad. Well, a very high-powered panel to respond. So let me start with you then,
is.
Talib. You and I have locked horns before on Twitter, as it used to be.
Yeah, you used to troll me on Twitter.
I think we both like to express ourselves forcefully, and absolutely no problem in doing
Yes.
that. What is your objection
Yes.
to this song?
Well, first of all, forgive my voice because I'm coming off tour. My voice sounds a little scratchy.
Forgive it.
I want
Sounds
to
pretty cool,
congratulate
actually.
Tom. Okay, cool. I want to congratulate Tom MacDonald on his journey in sobriety because that's very important to note. That part of his story is about his journey in sobriety. I do think it's very cowardly and very racist to blame hip hop for his addiction. As if white people don't have addiction issues. That's first and foremost. But if we're going to talk about the song Facts
how's that
with
racist?
Ben Shapiro, let's have a facts versus feelings conversation, which is something that Ben Shapiro always says. The hook of the song is "This ain't rap," which I agree with. It's not rap. It's not hip hop. Has nothing to do with rap. Pierce, you're wrong. The song has nothing to do with rap. This song, he says, money, cars, clothes. We ain't selling drugs. We ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns. We ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs and your daughters into hoes.
What is
This
wrong
is
with
not
that?
facts. He completely erased all conscious hip hop. You see, I got this shirt from Tribe Called Quest, one of the greatest rap groups of all time. He erased what I do. He erased what my people do. And most of my friends don't rap about those things. Tom is lying about rap.
Well, yeah,
And,
but hang
to
on. Okay,
claim
all right.
that-
Hang on.
Lying.
Let me pause real quick.
I'm not- I don't-
I think that's the reason that no one. I've never heard of him or any of his friends or any of them groups.
You
I
have
heard of
though.
Talib Kweli.
I haven't.
I'm pretty sure he's pretty well
He
known.
did Mac Miller
he's known.
songs,
Yeah.
and he did a couple
But we
Macklemore.
all
Yeah,
know what
Macklemore.
rap sells the most.
Yeah, I don't know why he's acting like he don't know what go on. All right, bro, let's be for real.
Let's continue.
Hold on. This would mess me up. He said rap didn't make him want to try drugs.
mean,
I ain't gonna lie.
it
I didn't know what
depends.
lean was and didn't want to try it till I heard niggas said they pouring that bit up in the cup. all that.
Percocet, Molly Percocet.
I'ma keep it 100. I ain't want to hit the gas till I heard the
It does influence you.
I can influence. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't want to hit the drink until I see other people. I ain't want to never touch the drink until I seen other people touch the drink.
It's different type of raps.
It is, but the type of rap that everyone knows.
What you seen on your phone? You're not
the
seeing
type of rap that sells in
today,
today's
for sure.
society.
Well,
is what we know.
Because
Gangsta rap.
Remember, everybody used to control the radio. You can't control the radio no more. They on their phone with it.
They
I know
Run
what
DMC.
he's thinking. He's thinking
Run
rap,
DMC.
Yeah, they didn't rap their way out the matrix, like talking about, you know, different things and like, because they have a type of rap where they talk about politics, you know? So maybe that's the type of rap I think he's trying to like say. But
Nah, bro.
Nah, that's definitely what he's thinking. But,
No,
but
okay.
he knows that it's definitely
Niggas
bust a
have-
cap in your ass type of rap. So
And they actually
Niggas
doing
dying, mama's crying through the night. Think about that.
he's an older man.
He heard it. He
Man.
knows
I don't know
what
why
it
he
is.
acting like he don't know what type of rap go on. Like, we don't act like trap music and all that stuff isn't the most popular genre.
I like it though. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Let's go,
Hey,
let's go.
y'all crucify me, but I like listen to it. I'm not the dumb fool
We won't
that act
turn
like.
gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns. We ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs and your daughters into hoes. This is not facts. He completely erased all conscious hip hop. You see, I got this shirt from Tribe Called Quest, one of the greatest rap groups of all time. He erased what I do. He erased what my people do. And most of my friends don't rap about those things. Tom
I
is
can see
lying
what you're
about
trying
rap.
to say.
Well, yeah,
And,
but hang
to
on. Okay,
claim
all right.
that-
Yeah, but hang on.
Don't agree.
I'm also, I don't think he's saying all rappers do. If he made a point of saying
yeah.
it doesn't mean all rappers or all hip hop stars. But there's
Well,
no doubt. There's no doubt
hold
some
on.
do. There's
He
no
made-
doubt some
he-
do that.
He made a point. Of course. And there's some country music artists and some heavy metal artists that participate in violent and sexual content. But I would never make a song, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't specify that he meant some rap in the song. He specified that on your show
Right.
when you question him. But on the song, he's saying, I'm trying to be offensive and I'm hoping to upset people. So guess what? As a black man who does hip hop, I'm offended. If you were
course.
trying to offend me, well, then you did a good job. To claim that rap or art is a cause of violence and or cause of addiction in his life is
Bad,
irresponsible and hypocritical. When a bomb drops in a nation, it falls on the just and the unjust. I watched a movie called Oppenheimer last night about a white man who made an atomic bomb that dropped on Japanese people because another white man genocided 6 million Jewish people. Killers of the Flower Moon is a movie about a great movie about a white men who
No,
go in-
that happened. That's
Because
facts,
they
that's
love Germany
That's
and
facts,
came
that's
to
facts.
America,
I watched that
made
movie,
a
that's facts,
bomb.
that's facts.
and-
But
They
he's
made
doing
the
all-
atomic bomb because we were at war on the ground
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
Japan and they would not surrender.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
bomb was to make them surrender.
Yeah.
They didn't know how bad it was going to be. It's the first
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
one.
yeah.
It was the first fucking one.
Well,
See,
he knew.
What the hell that got to do with this?
I don't understand why he's making that seem like white people just genocide. Shut up. First of all,
that is
second off,
low-key.
why is you okay? Second off, I do agree where he said like you can't blame rap for your addiction. You was gonna be if you was gonna be addicted to drugs. Don't blame rap music on that. You was gonna be a fucking crackhead anyway.
No, yeah.
So don't say, oh, this rap music made me a crackhead. No, motherfucker,
Yeah, yeah.
you made you.
But
a
it does
crackhead.
influence.
So
You telling me
Rap was
you never was influenced?
by rap music
So you
to
t-
do drugs.
It might have been subconsciously.
Fuck no.
So have you
But
ever
it definitely influences people.
Have you ever did
Definitely
drugs?
does.
I've smoked weed before. That was my decision. That wasn't because I heard a rapper say, "Let's go smoke
Yeah.
weed," so I went and smoked weed.
But
That's
People smoke weed to go put on
I
some
see what
Wiz
he's
Khalifa
trying to
and
say.
Bob.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
basically, look,
But that's the influence.
Tom
of it.
MacDonald got on the show saying that hip hop influences a bad, you know.
What's that
I
rap?
will say,
And it does.
I will
But
say,
he's
it
saying
does.
that his type of hip hop didn't do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I
he said that
understand.
he's erasing his
Yeah.
type of hip hop.
Yeah.
So you're basically saying F me.
I agree with that. I agree. There are I
But
said
I
that.
would- but he's
I
not
said that.
acknowledging
There's
the fact-
subgenres. I said that already yesterday. There's subgenres of hip hop that are not bad.
Yeah, no, I
Y'all
agree.
try to say it's all bad. I said
No,
it's not.
no, I
But
said it wasn't all
to say
bad.
that,
I just said-
to say
90%
that,
of it is.
to say
Thank
that
you.
there is rap music, that their rap music doesn't doesn't promote violence and shit like that and encourage violence is fucking brain dead. Like no,
I wanna know what Black got to say about
you
it.
listen to
Yeah,
rap
yeah.
music and say that. But let's keep it 100.
They start laughing.
That shit could be bad.
Like he over here acting like he a
there's
victim
two different
for-
hip-hop stuff.
No,
I know he
I
just
agree.
does.
There's different subgenres
Yeah.
of hip hop.
But we
There's
know
plenty
which
of
one's the
rappers
biggest.
who make music that's not violent. But
No, yeah.
a lot
Bustin'
of
Cap in
rappers
Your Ass
do.
is the worst type of
A
music.
lot of rappers do.
I see what Tom MacDonald was saying, and I see what he's trying to say. So, he just got a little offended. He could have just maybe, like, said it a little bit better. He didn't have to go into all this goddamn Germany Nazi shit.
Yeah.
and pillage and steal from Native American people. Yesterday,
shit.
a Trump
Come on,
fan
brother.
from a
See,
nation.
he doing too
that
much,
causes
bro.
injustice
Like,
and
why do
unjust.
niggas
I
always
watched
gotta
a
do
movie called
this?
Oppenheimer last night.
Yeah.
About a white man who made an atomic bomb that dropped on Japanese people because another white man genocided 6 million Jewish people. Killers of the Flower Moon is a great movie about white men who go and pillage and steal from Native American people. Yesterday, a Trump fan from Philly decapitated his father because his father was voting for Joe Biden. That's like vanilla ISIS. You can't tell me that in the culture that he claims that he stands for, that there's no violence and sex. You can't tell me that. Anyone who supports Trump, like Tom MacDonald does in his music, after Trump's mugshot, after January 6th, after this man has been indicted for rape and has 91 felonies, you can't tell me about Blue Lives Matter. You can't tell me that you're about law and order. You're being a hypocrite.
Okay, powerful words. DJ Vlad, you've been sitting there patiently. What do you make of all this?
I mean, I agree. Someone with Talib Kweli, who's also a friend of mine. The problem is that when you talk about rap and you want to talk about the gangster lyrics, the violent lyrics, the drug lyrics, when you look at rap as a whole, when you look at the biggest rappers in the world right now, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, these guys aren't rapping about drugs. They're not talking about violence. They're not talking about beating women or whatever else. And I think a lot of times when you have these songs that try to generalize these types of things, it oversimplifies things and it gives rap in general a bad name.
I agree.
So it's kind of annoying. And, listening to the song, on face value, it doesn't sound like he's really saying anything wrong. But a lot of times when you have these sort of white supremacist type of sayings, like, for example, all lives matter, from the outside looking in, of course, all lives matter. But it's really a shot at Black Lives Matter and kind of trying to undermine that type of thing. So I really don't like, what we call in hip hop sneak dissing. And I feel the song has a lot of sneak dissing.
Tully, would it be fair to say
It's not a bad take.
that hip hop has
You don't
moved
like sneak dissing?
to a, for want of a better word, a better place? That the biggest stars no longer want to rap about stuff that caused all the offense, and actually it's changed. Is that accurate?
See, I don't think that this should be a conversation with 3 white people and 1 black person about the state of hip hop and a referendum on hip hop. I think that's the wrong direction to go. One more thing I'm gonna say about Donald Trump is that Tom MacDonald is an immigrant. Donald Trump just said immigrants are poisoning our blood here in America.
Illegal
Donald
immigrants.
Trump uses white nationalist rhetoric from Mein Kampf and Hitler all the time, and this guy is a supporter of his. This song is called Facts.
Hang on. Listen, you can have your views about Donald Trump. That's fine.
Yeah,
And
answer the
by
question.
way, you can
No,
say
I said, I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
No.
I'm done with that. That's why I was going to the
I
song.
get it, but the idea that I'm not allowed to, or DJ Vlad isn't allowed to comment about hip hop or rap is ridiculous.
I didn't say that. I didn't
He
say that.
basically said
DJ
it.
Vlad, no, I didn't. Let me be clear. DJ Vlad is a controversial figure in our culture. A lot of people accuse him of being a culture vulture. That is not a criticism that I personally agree with, although I do understand the argument. I work with, if unbeknownst to a lot of people, I've done more songs with white rappers than any rapper you can name, any black rapper you can name. My next single is featuring Mac Miller, rest in peace. I work with Macklemore. I work with R.A. the Rugged Man. There's no problem with white people in hip hop. There's a problem with racist white people in hip hop. And Tom MacDonald's song is racist and is factually incorrect. And I could break down what's factually incorrect in the song Facts, and I could break down how Ben Shapiro started his career by saying rap isn't music. So you got somebody featured on your song who tweeted in 2019, fact, rap isn't music, and if you think it is,
Just
you're
an
stupid.
opinion, buddy.
Well, that person is clearly not an anti-racist, intelligent person. Tom MacDonald owes the hip-hop community an apology for putting someone on a song that in 2009, writing for a white nationalist
make us
site,
sound like some
wrote an
hoes, bro.
article saying rap is crap. These people don't respect hip-hop. Tom MacDonald is making rap for people
Well,
who
I think
don't
you're missing.
like rap.
Look, I played some of this stuff back to Ben Shapiro yesterday. I think you're slightly missing the point. He's lampooning the world of rap and hip hop.
Oh, I'm not
He respects
he
hip
thinks
hop,
there's,
buddy.
he thinks there's a lot of hypocrisy and
I'm
double
very clear.
standard.
I don't know about that one.
You don't think he respects
I'm
hip
very-
hop?
No.
I think he respects a different type of hip hop. I don't think he respects the pop
Killing-
capping your ass Percocet hip hop.
Yeah, I
he's
think-
a rapper.
Yeah, I don't think
he
he-
definitely respects some type of hip hop.
And I don't.
He's not Tom MacDonald was not lying. Ben Shapiro was not lying.
I'm gonna be real.
I didn't think a lot of the things they said in the song were all that bad.
It wasn't bad at all.
I don't
When
think
I
it was
look
bad
at
at all.
as a young man that lives in the current state of the world and hears the bad music that they talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Like Sexy Red, Suki,
Like,
Young Boy.
That's what he's talking about.
Charleston
That's all he's
White
talking
even
about.
made that point. He was like, "We pick and choose what we want to be offended about. Like y'all are
All
offended about
the
this,
time.
but we're not gonna be offended." NBA YoungBoy said, "I'll make that music that them young niggas gonna kill too." He said, "I be the motive, the reason they why." He said that out his own mouth, and he is the most played rapper on YouTube right now.
You know, we can't.
I don't
what do we
understand
blame
why
that
every
on?
time people pick and choose
We gotta
what they offended about, they move the goalpost to justify their fucking offense.
And I ain't gonna lie,
Let's
Drake
be
and Kendrick
for
have
real.
rapped about doing a lot of bad stuff as well.
Hell
Keeping
They're
it
not
real.
talking about killing
not
nobody though.
crazy.
Kendrick used to.
Yeah, it could.
He
be
for sure
like
used to
that.
on Mad City.
Oh yeah, it could be like that.
He definitely used to.
Drake
J.
shows
Cole
us
ain't never did that.
Subliminal.
I heard a lot of. I get him knocked off.
Yeah,
messing with
This
the-
is how hip hop is. You know, that's why
It
this guy's
is.
acting
But Drake
stupid as
also
fuck.
have come out on the song and said he was pretending to be gangster.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, bro.
They all
But
is,
you know,
but
you want to know
still.
why he's pretending to be gangster?
'Cause it sells.
Because it sells.
Okay.
So why are we gonna sit here and play like that shit is not selling?
He's really acting like that's not the biggest. Vlad even said the biggest type of rapper isn't. They're not talking about that. I would disagree.
I think when Vlad made the point that some of the best rappers in the game don't rap about violence, I think that's a good take. But a lot of rappers do.
I feel like
Like
that's
when you
And
talk about
those
Drake,
rappers-
you talk about
We will keep it
J.
100.
Cole.
Those three
are
rappers
some
he
of the
named,
biggest rappers.
Yeah, but those are rappers that white people listen to. Also, like black people listen to them, but white people listen to them.
That's
also.
why they're the biggest.
Okay, but the young boy and
I think white
like,
people listen to
the
Young Boy.
underground. You know, like that mostly black people listen to. They are talking about straight murder, and if they actually doing it, people like that more.
Yeah.
They say he really stepping for real. I
Yeah.
like that.
Okay, but we can't sit here and act like the biggest white rapper of all time never rapped about murder and violence.
He did.
I'm talking
That's
about
what
Eminem
we're not
too.
changing. We're not
So
changing.
I'm just trying to sit here and act like, why do
Rap-
people act like there's not violent lyrics in rap songs?
Yeah, that's the point.
It is.
It is.
I just
Nobody's
don't.
never gonna say that.
That's like the biggest elephant in the room ever.
If we're gonna sit here and address that people in our community are influenced by this music, the
Then we're not
violence
keeping
and,
it real.
and this shit, and then say it's racist to say that, you are not keeping it real.
You're not keeping
In
it
my
real,
opinion,
yeah.
I think you have to keep it 100. Future said, "I got some real killers that kill a nigga then go shoot up the hearse. You think a nigga like me give a fuck about a nigga shooting up a church? I gotta take that shit up with God because I'm a God on the earth." He said that.
Hey,
I listened to
and
that
it
song.
get
That was,
worse
one,
than that.
that was one of my
So
most
I
played
can't-
songs last year.
That's why Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro aren't wrong.
Like, so why we gonna sit here and play this game?
But we know that.
It's
He
just annoying
knows
to me.
that.
Like, you
but
let's keep it 100.
I see
though.
what he's trying to say, that they're sweeping him under the rug because he's saying he's not doing that.
Okay, and nobody
agree,
knows
though.
you.
I think there's a lot of rappers who don't make music like that.
I'ma keep it
concur
100.
with him. I think you can't say all rap music is bad because there's a lot of
I'm trying
rappers
to
who
find
rap
it.
about
You can't.
who make music that's not like that. I agree. Like Wiz Khalifa is one of the biggest rappers ever. He's never made a song about
See, but
violence
then that's
that I
the
can
thing,
think
though.
of.
Now, if
That
we
I can
talking
think
about,
of.
see, that's
But he was talking about drugs though, so they can say it in that
We're
way.
talking about weed.
Some people think that's still
I
drugs.
gotta
It's legal
categorize rap different,
in
though.
plenty states at this
he
point.
does hip hop.
So we got to take that stance back.
He does hip hop.
Can't find
That
it.
crazy shit is trap music.
Which is a
And drill
subgenre
music.
of rap,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, but
We know what
see
sells the most.
Yeah, but
Think about it.
so that's the problem. Yeah,
Chief
so
Keef is
whatever-
banned from Chicago, where he's from, because his music
Young
they say
Thug and
incites
them.
violence. Young Thug got a RICO case.
No, but whatever happens,
They killed somebody's
if it's
mom.
90% of
They
bad
shot at somebody.
music,
No, they kill her. Then they shot at him.
if it's
Same- I
90%
don't-
of bad rap music, then rap is bad.
Yes.
This is what it is.
Say it again.
If it's 90% of rap is bad,
I
then
don't
it's
think
bad.
90% of the music is
I ain't
bad,
gonna-
though. I
I'ma
think
keep it
that's a
100.
stretch.
You would say over
80.
50?
Maybe 80.
I
I can
80
click
is too
5.
much, bro.
I can
Well,
click 5
today's-
rap videos.
today-
They gonna have.
80 is
I,
too high.
I'll say
Today-
90.
Today
That's
for
way
sure.
too high, bro.
Today for
We
sure.
could go on YouTube
Today.
right now, and we're gonna see
Back
a gun
then,
in
it
at
might
least
not
2 to
be.
5 videos. Every video we click on, that's a rap song right now.
Yeah.
You tell me you're not gonna see a rod on there?
But look though,
I don't agree.
You wanna
with
put
that.
money on
Back
it?
then they
I
were
don't agree
rapping
with that.
politically.
You gonna pull up
They
a bunch of
rap-
rappers
look
no
though,
one's
look
ever
though.
heard of.
Back then they rapped politically, so
That's
I see
drill.
his point.
What's drill music?
A little bit.
The
So,
name.
Come on, but he shouldn't be acting all woke on this shit though. That's
I
Let's-
think the statement that he made in the song, "We won't turn your daughters into thugs or your daughters into hoes," and then you get offended by that statement and you not looking at the current state of rap with Ice Spice.
If you offended
and
by
I like
that-
Ice Spice, and you got Sexy Red
I
and
like Sexy Red
Suki
too.
and all that music they talking about.
They screaming smoking Tuka. Tuka
Freaking
is a
Young
person
Boy,
that
freaking-
died.
But I can
Lil
see why a
Tim,
person
freaking
that doesn't
Quando
see our
Rondo.
point of view could be upset.
Yeah.
Bro, but you got. I can.
But
Think about if you see a bunch of kids
See, I can
with
see how you
guns.
be upset
and
if you
sticks.
looking to be upset.
We
but
are
when
here
you-
from our point of view, though.
But listen,
He
I'm
sees
just
his
gonna say
point of
this.
view.
I can see how you being upset when you looking at white people saying all this negative shit about a genre that you listen to that you feel like is respective to black people. Like Talib Kweli said, we created this, now you mocking it. See, when you look at it from that aspect,
Then I
you're gonna
understand.
be a crybaby ass motherfucker.
Then I understand.
But when you
That's
looking at
why-
it from a real perspective, as someone who really listens to the shit,
Yeah.
I think you keeping it real.
We really listen to something
And
different than what he listens
I
to.
listen
But
to
he
a lot of
knows
that
what
bad
it
shit.
is.
But
And you
I
know that he knows
I
what
listen-
it is.
I'll say this. I listen to a lot of that bad shit. I do. I'm at the gym every day booming that. I'm not listening to freaking.
Yeah. And that's our problem. That's our problem.
I do also listen to a lot of the stuff that's on the other side that's violent and bad. So that's why when y'all say 90% is bad, I think
See,
that's a
what
stretch.
I don't do that. We probably don't do that.
I think that's a stretch.
See what I'm saying? It depends on it's
Rap
teachers on,
music?
bro. Teachers on. Come on.
I don't
bro.
think all rap music is bad.
Yeah,
I think
to
90
each his own.
and
You listen to
80% is
different
way
stuff.
too high.
This is different stuff. Yeah, it's definitely.
I just can't. I listen to different stuff because I can't listen to that violent shit all the time.
He's low key slept on. He's a great rapper, but he's not rapping violent, so he doesn't get as promoted and hyped up.
That's a fact.
He's good. He's good.
said
That's
who?
a fact.
He
Man,
got something.
but
He's
you want to
great.
know something? I think there's a lot of rappers like him that make music. So
But
to
they're
say,
not getting listened to.
see, but
as
they
much.
but they have
They
audiences
are.
though.
They do.
So to say that,
But that's what I'm saying. We looking at this from our point of view because we
But I
listen
never
to
heard
trap
of him.
music.
I listen to it too, bro. But that's what I'm saying. But when you
But
say
I don't
that
know
all
nobody
that is
that's
the
heard of him
shit,
for real.
you sweeping niggas like him under the rug.
There's not no
I hate to
algorithm,
say
brother.
N-word.
But if you look
I
at the
gotta stop saying
XXL
that.
list,
I'm
is they
sorry,
gonna be
y'all.
on there?
But XXL is trap music.
I looked at the
Is it?
XXL list.
Yes.
It's a lot of rappers on there.
There's a lot of trappers on there.
Hold on, let me
Kevin
think.
Gates.
Let
And
me
all
think.
that crazy shit.
But that's the
came out-
biggest ones, ain't it?
They just came out with the new
Not
XL
really,
list.
brother. If you look at T.I.
Hold on, but if we talk about real quick, if we talk about just men, because we talk about to turn your sons into thugs, the daughters of the host, what female rapper is rapping positive right now?
None. I can't tell you one.
Okay.
I can pull some up.
I can't tell you one.
Name one off the top of your
Megan
head.
Thee Stallion
I
rap
can't,
about
bro. I
sex.
can
You can't name one off the top of your head, but
Sex
you know about
Sex
it.
and Red rap
But
about
I'm
sex.
just saying though.
That's not what I.
That's
Glow
what
Rilla
not
rap
popping.
I got
about
one. I
sex.
got one.
It's not
I got
popping.
one.
It's not that it's
I don't
not
even
popping.
listen to
Suki
female. It
rap
is. It's
about
not
sex.
popping.
It's
Janae
not popping
Aiko,
amongst the people that. Time out.
Janae Aiko makes crazy ass music.
She's not a rapper, but it's not
I said
popular.
female.
Hold on,
Not a
though.
rapper.
It's not popular amongst the people that we hang out with.
All right, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I can't tell you one female rapper that raps positive about women ever. I couldn't tell you one. I couldn't tell you one. Every woman rapper I think of off the top of my head right now has a song about sex.
Cause I mean,
Sexy Red,
This was
Suki Hana, Ice
What's she
Spice,
gonna- You heard of a
Megan
female
Thee
J.
Stallion,
Cole?
Cardi B. Forget it, man. We know. I can keep going. It's no point.
Who tweeted in 2019, fact, rap isn't music, and if you think it is, you're stupid. Well, that person is clearly not an anti-racist, intelligent person. Tom MacDonald owes the hip-hop community an apology for putting someone on a song that in 2009, writing for a white nationalist site, Breitbart, wrote an article saying rap is crap. These people don't respect hip-hop. Tom MacDonald is making rap for people
Well,
who
I think
don't
you're missing.
like
Look, I played some of this stuff back to Ben Shapiro yesterday. I think you're slightly missing the point. He's lampooning the world of rap and hip hop.
Oh, I'm not missing the point.
You
I'm
think
not
there's
missing the point at
there's a
all.
lot of hypocrisy and
I'm
double
very clear.
standard there.
I'm very clear that Ben Shapiro is lampooning hip hop. I'm very clear about that. I'm not under any
But even you,
misconception
Talib, look,
about
even
this.
you must admit, when John Legend goes out of his way to rewrite the lyrics to Baby It's Cold Outside because of the Me Too campaign, because he thinks it's about sexual assault, but doesn't rewrite any lyrics from any hip hop or rap song in the last 50 years, you've got to admit there is a ridiculous double standard there, isn't there?
I couldn't disagree more. I completely disagree.
Really?
With that because I think you're removing all social, political, and historical context that goes into creating hip hop and equating it with the social, political context that
You
goes into
genuinely
creating a
think
Christmas
Baby It's
song.
Cold Outside is more offensive than anything that the
I
hip
didn't
hop...
say that.
Well, you implied it.
I didn't say that. I said, no, I didn't imply it. I said you are removing context to make a false equivalency.
No, the
Please don't-
context is very
please don't
straightforward.
misquote
John
me.
Legend chose to rewrite the lyrics to Baby It's Cold
No,
Outside.
I understand.
But he didn't
Pierce,
rewrite
Pierce,
any of the
Pierce.
offensive, misogynist, violent
Pierce,
lyrics of his friends in the rap
not a
world.
hip hop
I
artist
get-
though, buddy.
Yeah,
I get that that's how you feel.
I feel like
but
the
you're
context
feeling
is
It's not a
the
bad.
feeling, it's a
And
fact.
the facts is, oh no, that's not. Well, it's,
But I
it's
see
not
his
a
point.
fact that it's
It's
a
a
problem.
fact that John Legend
That's a
hasn't
feeling.
rewritten any
he wrote a lot of
lyrics
And
to
it's not a
people in the
fact
hip
that,
hop
and
world.
it's not a. Pierce Morgan, John Legend is not your slave. He doesn't have to do what you
He's
say.
not my
That's a
slave, but he
fact.
can be a hypocrite, and he
Then,
was.
then let's stop talking about John Legend because
He's
it's not
a
about
glad.
John Legend. Let's
No,
talk
but
about the
you-
song facts.
all right, but you-
Let's stop deflecting.
I'm
stop
not deflecting.
and let's talk about the song facts.
Okay.
Okay, so can we get back to
Hang
the song
on,
facts?
let me
Okay,
bring in
the
DJ
first-
Vlad. He's
the
been
first
very
lyric.
Talib, there's three of us
Okay.
here. We bring in DJ Vlad. You apparently, DJ Vlad, you're a culture vulture. What does that mean, first of all?
I mean, from my point of view, I think that's a slang for pretty much any white person in hip hop. I've seen every prominent white person in hip hop being called a culture vulture, from Steve Rifkin to Leor Cohen to Eminem to Mac
black
Miller.
People, black people get called culture vultures. Also, black people get called culture vultures in this culture.
So it doesn't. It's
just white people.
It's not
Also white.
skin color specific. You can be a black
No, it's
or
not.
white
It's not. It's
culture
not.
vulture. Right. Okay.
It's not. Absolutely.
Am I a culture vulture?
But white people do get it. White people do get a little heavier than others, and I've never minded being.
That's
called
right,
that.
because
For me,
white
it's
people.
fine.
That's
I'm not sure,
exactly
but
right.
yeah.
Because white people are the dominant group. That's how it goes. Racism is not logical or convenient for anybody. Sorry.
Well, I mean, white
Yeah,
people
I
aren't the
don't mind.
dominant
My
group in music.
contribution-
Hang on. White people are not the dominant group in music anymore. I would say most of the
Yes,
biggest
they are.
stars
Yes,
in the
they are.
world right
Yes,
now
they
are not
white.
white.
People own all of the record companies. White people own all of the record companies, Pierce. That's true.
Well, I
White
had that
people,
conversation
the
with
6 major
Kanye.
labels-
I had that conversation with Kanye, and he felt very strongly about it. And I had that conversation with him, and he may have a point about that.
White people own all of the
But it doesn't
money in
change the
hip-hop.
fact
That's
that many of the biggest and most successful and richest music artists in the world right now are black. That is also true.
All right, well, let's change places. How about we get all the money and y'all get to tap dance? How about that?
I don't think you're short of a few bob, are you?
You taking it
What'd you
too
say?
far.
I don't think you're short of a few bob, as we'd say in England. You've got a
Money.
few dollars up your sleeve.
Money.
It does. The money is not about whether or not one individual makes it. I am an exception to the rule. The vast majority of my people are not rich people, and that's a fact. And I'm an exception to the rule because I make money doing conscious underground hip hop. I'm not doing pop hip hop. I'm not appealing to a MAGA fan base. I don't rap about materialism, misogyny. I don't do any of that. So I'm
Okay.
the exception to the rule.
Talib, it's good to have you on the program. Come back.
Well,
I've enjoyed this
if
debate.
you're gonna say
Hold
you're the
on,
exception to
hold
the
on,
rule, how you
hold on.
I've
gonna
got
do
to
it?
move on.
I want to.
How you-
Okay, but I want to say that Ben Shapiro has a history of racist comments.
Yeah, you said that,
And for
but-
Tom MacDonald.
You know what?
Okay,
Listen.
well then y'all should acknowledge that.
Okay, you've said your
Nikki
bit.
backed him up.
DJ Vlad, thank you for coming back on. Please come again soon. I enjoyed that debate. Thank you very much.
He kind of took a shot at Nikki.
Who did?
He did, the black dude.
He said she a culture vulture.
Nah, the last point he said was kind of shot at Nikki. He was like, I don't have to what's the word?
Tap dance to a MAGA fan base.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, man. I don't.
I got a
wasn't
question.
rocking with dude, me
If
personally.
he feel like that, why he don't do?
He was
I'm sorry.
kind of victim-y.
Y'all
Yeah.
might get on my ass for saying this, but
He's kinda victim-y.
for Tom to be an independent and not paying for nothing out of his pocket to be number one on Apple
What does
Music,
that do with the label? That's what I'm saying.
that mean if you stay down and put your hoodie on like Mello and stay in the lab,
Yeah, that was a
get
great
it done,
point.
you
That's
know?
a good point.
A great point.
He has no label.
You know,
I think Talib Kweli was being kind of victim-y, like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
kind
Back
of
in
moving
the
the
day-
goalposts. Like then at the end, he kind of just contradicted himself. Like he was like, "Oh, you street rappers like me are under the reg," but then he said, "I'm the exception to the rule because I don't make that type of music. I make underground conscious hip hop." So you don't think hip hop is bad, but you think you being successful despite not making negative music, music that does all the things that they made fun of in the song.
That he wouldn't acknowledge.
How can you say what they said was so bad then, bro?
Exactly.
I think
That's a good point.
I think he just don't want black people, everybody just getting on black people ass, than just accepting the L.
I mean,
I just-
I
just-
gotta be honest though. It's not a lot of J. Cole. J. Cole's great.
Not a lot of
Great,
J.
great,
Cole's.
Not a lot of them.
And
I would say
that-
J. Cole and Kendrick are in a class of their own.
They definitely are. And I don't like how he was like, oh, well, I don't like how we're sitting up here. That's he hit the old Hail Mary. I don't like how we're sitting up here, three white people or whatever,
Yeah, that was
talking
insane.
about
Wow.
hip hop.
That was insane.
I'm
Wow.
okay. If you
That
can't
was
sit
the
here in
Bama,
America,
Then he was like, oh,
have a
my
conversation
people-
with somebody about something, then what are you here for?
He was like, all my people are not rich people. All right, bro. What the fuck does that have to do with this?
that do mean a lot, though.
I mean,
What
I'm
does
gonna be
that have to
honest
do with
though,
with the argument at hand, though?
Because a lot of them people can't push out them content unless you really got a lot of bread behind it.
I do see that point, but I don't think that's what he was insinuating by making that statement. I think he was making that statement was they being like all the white people control the money, so they make the people with less money do things they don't want to do for money. I think
See,
what
that's
he
the
was
thing though, bro.
insinuating.
When I,
'cause the
when I
tap
know,
dancing.
I talk
Yeah,
to a lot
tap
of
dancing
older
and stuff.
adults about, seeing this Republican way and a new way of not being a victim. And older people don't want to see that ideal. They don't want to see it. So I see where he's coming from. Older people, we can, in our day, in our society, like us growing up, we didn't see a lot of things they seen. So I mean, I can't really I can say he's a victim, but at the same time, they have their own point of view. You know.
I just don't think
because older people.
I just don't think a victim mindset is just conducive to success, bro.
No, it's not. And we know that.
How can you go out and seek opportunities to be successful by believing and thinking and imagining the whole world is against you?
But he's saying is that doesn't help black people to
It doesn't. It doesn't. We all know that.
And we want the best for black people.
Like I can understand the mindset that the odds are stacked against you because you don't come from a wealthy family, you don't come from the best situation. That makes perfect sense. But to think that everything is against you because you're black and white people don't want to see you succeed, I just don't think that's gonna help you win.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna.
And it's not good to teach your kids that. To me,
I think it's gonna limit you in life. I can understand teaching your kids to work twice as hard.
I don't even understand that.
I can understand that. Because to teach that, like,
I just think you work harder than the next man, you go beat the next man straight up, whatever color they is.
Facts, and I think you might have to work twice as hard to beat the next man.
Yes. I feel like you work as hard as you can. That's what it is.
In today's society, for sure. Today's society, but he's 50 years old, brother. Let's be real.
And my grandma is
60
80
years old.
I don't want to work for somebody that don't want me working there anyway, so I don't see why people be complaining so bad about I'm a dickhead. Let me stop saying.
You don't want to work for somebody, brother. Sometimes you ain't got no choice, brother.
Hey.
We see things differently.
Thomas
we gotta tell our point of view.
Thomas Sowell sees things differently too. He's old.
If somebody racist, they wouldn't hire me first of all, and if I know they're racist and I'm trying to work for them, why would I do that to myself? But
when people call these companies racist, there's a lot of like non-white people that work in a lot of these companies. Like, so I'm like, if that non-white person can get the opportunity, what's stopping your non-white ass from getting the same opportunity?
I think that we have the best logic for sure, but I think
that some people have
different life experiences, and that kind of forms their opinion, on certain situations.
Yeah, we all have different life experiences.
That always does.
So if he sounds stupid, we can just say he sounds stupid. But from his point of view, if I look at his point of view and put myself in his shoes, then he had a couple points, but not the victim.
Only thing I can see,
everybody has their own opinion. Because actually, in my opinion, he ain't had no points.
Only point I feel like he has be like,
I'm making music like this. You not putting yourself in his shoes, then, brother.
What do you mean?
He's saying I made good music like this.
He's rich as hell.
He's not rich as hell.
He just said he's rich.
He got a couple dollars.
He's not hurting.
Well, he made a banger with Macklemore, probably.
I mean, I don't think his life's that bad. Racism hasn't hurt him too bad.
He would have never got rich if the white man didn't use him to,
But everybody got to get used to do something.
White people.
Anybody got to get used to do something.
On the record label. Well, yeah, I know. I'm not. No, yeah, but that's the thing. That's how you looking at it, brother.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
If I did not rap, I would be in the same gutter situation as my black people.
Okay, well, Thomas Sowell.
You did something to get out of the situation, so that's why you look at that's a victim mentality.
Obama didn't rap.
Kind of like,
he became the president.
Yeah, but then they gonna call.
So
that,
I feel like we all got a pretty good chance.
They gonna call that, what's the word?
You can look. You can call whatever you want. You can look for it. The way you want to look at something is the way you gonna see it.
Yeah.
So if you want to look at it that way, that's how you gonna see it.
About it, bro. We born in, you know what I'm saying?
But not just us, bro. That's what I'm saying. There's older people who don't think this way. There's older black people who don't think that way.
Not that many.
Okay, and that's what it's.
I just don't understand this victim mentality, bro.
I don't understand it either. But
it's just not. It's annoying.
But we come from a different place that we don't have to understand it. That's what I'm saying.
But there's other people who came from similar places who.
Yeah, I have seen multiple people that.
Didn't Michelle Obama grow up in Southside Chicago?
Yes.
And look at what
she went to Yale, Harvard. She went to all these freaking Ivy League schools. She went to Princeton. That's what she went.
We're gonna say that they're the exception. I think that's stupid, though.
How is she the exception?
To be successful.
So she's the exception because y'all are unexceptional and she's exceptional. So she worked hard to become.
I ain't got that.
So how you got this?
I ain't got this. I'm just telling you what they feet saying. What they
we tell you what we think.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling people what I think.
I think that grossly undermines the work someone put in to call them exceptional just because someone else that looks like them is a fucking loser and couldn't get as far with the same able-bodied opportunities because they didn't work as hard. Oh, you're just the exception.